Alrighty, well, it turns out that even for 24 hours, even though it's just over Christmas, I can't step away from the internet because Justin Trudeau has messed up so bad that we're going to take a look at two things that are going on. First, you have Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, who's going down to Mar-a-Lago to talk with Trump personally about what it would actually look like to annex Canada and to just basically have a hostile takeover so that Canada becomes a part of America. Come on, it's been 24 hours since my last video. It's the Christmas holidays. Give me a break. But no, this stuff doesn't wait for anybody. And then we're taking a look at above and beyond that, Trump's message to Trudeau or to Canada about how he's basically just going to take over. Yep, we don't even get a simple break during the Christmas holidays. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, everybody. Before we get into it, I do want to encourage you all to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does really help grow the channel. And Merry Christmas to everybody who wished me a happy birthday in the comments of my last video, which, by the way, has over like 4,000 or 5,000 comments. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And so, yeah, it might take me a little bit of time to reply to every single one, even though I said I would reply to every single one. And now I'm kind of regretting saying that, but please forgive me if I don't reply to you. Let's just get into today's video, shall we? Starting things off with what Kevin O'Leary is saying to Fox Business News about going down to Mar-a-Lago on how he can talk with Trump about taking over Canada. What is going on with the world?
There's 41 million Canadians, basically the population of California, sitting on the world's largest amounts of all resources, including the most important, energy and water. Canadians over the holidays, the last 2 days, have been talking about this. They want to hear more. And so, there's obviously a lot of issues, more details, but what this could be is the beginning of an economic union. Think about the power of combining the two economies, erasing the border between Canada and the United States, and putting all that resource up to the northern borders where China and Russia are knocking on the door. So secure that, give a common currency, figure out taxes across the board, get everything trading both ways, create a new, almost EU-like passport. I like this idea, and at least half of Canadians are interested. The problem is the government's collapsing in Canada right now. Nobody wants Trudeau to negotiate this deal. I don't want him doing it for me, so I'm going to go to Mar-a-Lago. I'll start the narrative. The 41 million Canadians, I think most of them would trust me on this deal. There's 40.
I gotta say he's got a point. I know Kevin O'Leary brings a lot of controversy, and a lot of people don't like him, just who he is, his approach to things, and especially since the whole FTX debacle. I get it, right? Sometimes people's shit stinks a little bit more than others. But when it comes to business, when it comes to negotiations, when it comes to money, I mean, he's a pretty big billionaire. Now, I don't know if there's an argument to say that he might not be or is the best person to make these types of negotiations and to get that ball rolling, but I do want to pass the question off to you. How do you feel about this? Because ever since the first joke was mentioned, it's now like a mainstream thing that people are talking about. Now, first, I know a lot of people, including myself, the first reaction was, hey, buddy, fuck you, man. Who do you think you are? And then as time has gone on, it's like, okay, maybe there's something there. Maybe there is something there. Maybe we just need to talk about it and figure it out. Now, that's not me saying that I want Canada to be acquired by America. But my ears would listen to whatever options there are. Because let's be honest, the way that the government, the economy is heading right now is not good. Now, can Pierre Poilievre fix this? I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are thinking that, yeah, of course he can do something to benefit Canada and move us in the right direction. But is it going to be enough? Pierre has said, no way Canada will ever become a part of America. And that may be true. That may be true. Look, I'm a patriotic guy. I love Canada. I want Canada to be Canada forever, for as long as Canada can actually be Canada. But at the same time, we're dealing with a lot of moving parts. There's a whole other world organization that's happening, like BRICS. And I mean, maybe we got to start thinking outside the box, right? It's not me saying, that's not me saying at all, that I want Canada to be acquired. I'm just listening a little bit more intently when these conversations are happening. But let me know down in the comments how you guys think, or to quote Don Cherry, how you people think. Now let's take a look at some surprisingly Indian news, which is covering Canada, but specifically Trump's message to Canada of how he's going to take over Canada in this new Christmas message. It's just getting crazy. You know, at this point, are we even batting our eyes at everything that's happening? Or are we just going, yeah, makes sense. This is a crazy world.
Most world leaders release Christmas messages. They talk about happiness, about peace, and sometimes about reducing divisions. Yesterday, Donald Trump also released a Christmas message. Let's just say it was very different. Let me quote from what he said. Merry Christmas to Governor Justin Trudeau of Canada. If Canada was to become our 51st state, their taxes would be cut by more than 60%. Their businesses would immediately double in size and they would be militarily protected like no other country anywhere in the world. This is from the incoming President of the United States. He is openly asking Canada to join his country. It was funny the first time, it was less funny the second time, but now it's downright insulting. Yet what is Justin Trudeau doing about it? Nothing. He can barely keep his government afloat. There's no way he can take on Donald Trump. But the running joke does raise questions about this relationship. Why does Trump dislike Trudeau? I mean, he's picked fights with other leaders too, but with Justin Trudeau, it seems personal.
It sure does.
Why. One is ideology. Trudeau bills himself as the liberal darling, whether it's on LGBTQ rights or minority issues or climate change, and Donald Trump is the exact opposite. He is the conservative darling. Secondly, Trudeau has a close relationship with Trump's arch nemesis, the man who drew Trump to politics, Barack Obama. Both of them share a very close bond. In fact, Obama endorsed Trudeau twice, once in the 2019 election and then again in the 2021 election.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a good endorsement. Like, a lot of people don't like Obama, so getting his endorsement is almost a bit of a death sentence now. And wow, what a blast from the past. You got Chrystia Freeland, the old finance minister, Mr. Speaker, just sitting there clapping with her glasses. Very interesting.
I bet Trump does not like that. Which brings us to the third reason, Trudeau's own actions in the first Trump presidency. Let me take you back to 2019. The UK was hosting a summit of NATO leaders. Trump, Emmanuel Macron and Boris Johnson were huddled together and Trudeau decided to crack some jokes. That too at the expense of Trump. Just one problem though. His so-called jokes were caught on a hot mic. Listen to this. Trump was understandably angry. After seeing this video, he called Justin Trudeau two-faced. He also left the NATO summit early.
Well, he's two-faced.
Do you think that Germany's too nice?
And honestly, with Trudeau, he's a nice guy. I find him to be a very nice guy. But, you know, the truth is that I called him out on the fact that he's not paying 2%. And I guess he's not very happy about it.
Yeah, see, I don't know if Justin Trudeau is the right person. I think I absolutely 100% unequivocally know that Justin Trudeau and the Liberals are not the right people. They're not equipped properly to do any negotiations with Trump and his team moving forward. And that day is right around the corner. We're like 2.5, 3 weeks away from that becoming the new reality. And Canada is going to get hit hard right away with those 25% tariffs. And that's just getting started. That's right out the gate. That's not adding in new factors and new negotiations, new discourse between the two countries. And if we're actually going to go all the way, I mean, for crying out loud, I hope not go all the way till October 2025 until the next scheduled federal election. I mean, holy smokes, that would be an absolute nightmare. if that were to happen, though, if that nightmare were to be true, Canada would be 100% screwed. Our dollar is tanking to historic lows to the American dollar. I mean, it's insane. You go back 15, 25 years, man. People would go from Canada to America to make purchases. They would just jump the border to go shopping at the malls because it was that much better for the Canadian dollar to the American dollar. So where we are right now, it doesn't make any sense at all. Not only do we need a new government to make things better and put better policies here in Canada, but when you're talking about negotiations with another major country like our bordering country, America, oh my goodness. Yeah, we absolutely need new leadership, 100%, and immediately, like within the next 2 months, not within 10 months. Oh my goodness.
To be fair, Trump is a tough customer. He doesn't filter his words, he can fire off insults, and he doesn't respond to reason. But you must admit two things about him. One, he responds to strength, and two, he has forgiven some of his bitter rivals. Just think back to his first term. Trump had a major rivalry with Kim Jong-un. He called the North Korean leader Rocket Man and Maniac, even threatened to launch nukes at him. But the same Donald Trump also reached out to him. He met him thrice in less than 1 year, also exchanged handwritten letters with him, which means you can find ways to work with Donald Trump. Japan's Shinzo Abe did it, Benjamin Netanyahu did it, Emmanuel Macron did it, and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi did it. But Justin Trudeau simply cannot, and we get it. Trump is not your conventional world leader. Your normal diplomacy will not work with him. But he is the US president-elect. If you want a working relationship, you need to be innovative. You need to display tact and maturity. Neither of those are Trudeau's strengths. Of course, there is a silver lining in all of this. Trudeau's own lawmakers are trying to topple him. He doesn't have a majority in Parliament, and elections are slated for October next year, possibly earlier. So this rivalry with Donald Trump won't last much longer.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like if we just go down this path and allow Trudeau to continue these negotiations in 2-3 weeks, Canada is going to find out that we are absolutely friggin' screwed. And I'm not saying by any means that the solution to this is to be acquired by America. That's actually kind of insulting to even entertain that idea. But, and it's a big but, the anaconda type of butts. I think that we may want to listen, not to go through with any plans, but just to listen. That's just my own personal opinion. I would absolutely love to know yours. This is the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.